and welcome to another episode of the Daily Wanderlust Wealth Show. Now, today I'm going to be talking about a book that completely changed my life. This book is called Everything is Figureoutable by Marie Forleo. And if you've known me over the last 2 or 3 years, I've probably said that to you at least once, that everything is figureoutable. Now, this book really did change my life, and the general premise around it is Marie Forleo. She's an incredible coach and dancer and has accomplished a bunch in her life, super successful human being. But the whole premise around the book is that everything in life is figure-outable, meaning you can figure out anything in life. And it's not to say that things aren't hard or things aren't difficult or that there aren't problems out there, but it's more so that you within yourself have the ability to overcome whatever situation is in front of you. And when you think about anything that you've done in life, literally to get to this point in your life, you had to figure something out. You've probably had hardships. You probably have things that didn't go the way that you wanted them to go. Or maybe you've had some really terrible things happen to you. But you figured it out and you still got to where you are right now. And so this book was incredibly life-changing for me because I read it at a time where I was basically experiencing depression again. I'd already experienced some pretty severe depression a few years before that, but this was it coming out again. And this is when I'd been working for about a year in corporate America. It was right in the middle of COVID. We'd been working from home for a long time. I was working a really demanding corporate job. And I just had kind of lost motivation for everything. I did not want to go to work. I did not want to go do anything. I just felt sad and depressed every day and nothing was going to be getting better. I even got on antidepressant medication for the first time in my life. And literally nothing wrong with antidepressants. It helped me through some really serious times. But then after I quit my corporate job, I started to feel a lot better and realized that I actually didn't really need it anymore. And that's going to look completely different for every single person, but that's just how my body handled it. But so literally reading this book, that everything is figureoutable, helped me figure out how to get out of that depressive state. When you think about anything that you've done in life, let's say you were in school and you flunked an exam and you had to retake the exam and something happened, you figured it out. Either you dropped out of the class or you studied a bunch so that you could pass the class, or you figured something out, right? Because everything in life really is figureoutable. No matter how hard it may be, no matter what your circumstances are, you have the power in yourself to figure it out, which is huge. It's so eye-opening. Literally, we are here today because we figured out how to get through the crap from all of our previous years, and we survived them and we got through them. And so anytime I face a hardship, literally, it's so funny because my business partner always makes fun of me, but sometimes, for example, with our real estate investment properties, something will happen. We had a hot tub completely break down, or the other day we found mold in the basement, and it's real estate investing. Random things consistently pop up and you're darn it. But I always say everything is figureoutable because it really is. And while at that time, in that moment, it may seem like the most stressful, annoying, frustrating thing in the entire world, give it a few days, give it a few weeks, sometimes a few months, and you'll figure it out. You'll get through it. You'll get by. And that's just kind of the way that the world works, and that's the way that life works. And so if you are experiencing something right now where it just feels like you're hitting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, take a step back. You're gonna figure it out. You have all the tools inside you and the resources inside you to figure it out. And you're gonna look back in a few months or a few years and be like, wow, I did that. I got through that. And so if you haven't already, read the book. It's so good. Let me know what you think because it literally changed my life. And I write that statement in my journal now every single day and have for years now. And as always, I like to end every episode of the Daily Wanderlust Wealth series with some daily gratitude because daily gratitude changes your attitude. And for today, I'm just going to say how grateful I am to have a business partner. I think that in entrepreneurship, it can get kind of lonely. I'll probably do a video about loneliness in entrepreneurship at some point, but having someone to be able to shoot the shot with and, bounce around ideas is so much better. Just so much better, so much more fun, so much more enjoyable. So yeah, just thankful for that. And don't forget, life is too short to choose clouds.